Okay, so I'm going to build an app from scratch starting today, and it's called DailyStride, and I'm going to use ChatGPT, potentially Claude, and definitely the wonderful Lovable here. So what I normally do when it comes to creating apps is that I tend to just kind of use ChatGPT for like ideas, and then essentially I will build from there. So what I already know is that ChatGPT carries its memory from me, so it knows a lot about myself already. And I know that it tells me like things that sometimes I need to hear, so I need to kind of correct it sometimes. But it's already got the memory of what it is that I've been speaking about. So I'm not going to sit here pretending that I'm making DailyStride up from an idea from scratch. This is something that I know that I've been wanting to be doing. I've been creating. This is something that I know that I've been wanting to create for a while, and I actually just wanted to hold it back until I was ready to actually show it, but I actually haven't built it yet. So this is the opportunity to do that. So what I'm going to do is just copy and paste one of my old prompts that I actually had in here, and then we will go from there with regards to it. The reason why I use Claude as well is because Claude's actually got this cool interface where you can actually build these apps from scratch straight away. So what I tend to do is spitball my idea. Show me it. I tend to spitball ideas on here first, and then actually go to Claude to actually build it out. So since we've actually built out DailyStride already, like in namesake or like as an idea, I'm just going to show you what I actually put together. Essentially, it's helping users complete a 30-minute Japanese style interval walking with voice or visual cues. What we know in terms of like a 2007 study, I believe, that was done in Japan, which is basically I believe they also created the concept of 10,000 steps, but that's another story. But essentially, they found a better way to actually get the same benefits of doing 10,000 steps in just 30 minutes of walking. And it's basically as simple as it is. It's 3 minutes walking slow and then 3 minutes walking fast. Fast meaning like you are late for a meeting type fast. So it's a bit uncomfortable, but you're not like running or anything. Just a really, really brisk walk. And you're doing that as intervals for 5 times, right? If you do that for 5 times, that is going to be 3 minutes slow, 3 minutes fast, times that by 5, that's 30 minutes. And essentially, you can get the best benefit from that. So this is what I want to build. I'm going to actually build this out for you. So this is the idea that's already been put in place. I don't know why it's giving me socks. It's probably because it's already like a product of some kind, but we're going to create an app. So this is what the idea is. We're just going to wait for it to do its thing. Claude will do its thing. If you don't know what Claude is, Claude.ai or Anthropic, it's basically ChatGPT's rival. I'm not a coder or anything like that. I'm just a bit of a geek when it comes to artificial intelligence or AI. So I basically see tools, I get shiny object syndrome, and then I build it on things, and I'm just building out cool things. The benefit is that I've been able to build out other apps for individuals as well. So I'm actually building a ton of different apps now for coaches and clients that need my help with regards to it. And that's within the Black Body method as well. But today is a bit of a side project that hopefully will be an answer to a lot of people's problems. The problem with like hitting 10,000 steps a day is that not everyone has that time to do that. You're talking about walking for about 90 minutes straight for a day. Realistically, a lot of people don't manage that on a regular basis. But with the benefit of doing like a 30-minute walk per day, most people can dedicate time to doing that and making it a bit more interesting rather than just going for a slow walk or just going straight for a brisk walk the entire time. This keeps it a little bit interesting. So this is why I wanted to create an app on it firstly. Okay, cool. So this is what I would say the prototype would look like. I mean, it's very, very basic, right? But in terms of like what it is, we just put the code in, and now we're just actually seeing if it will build. It's got guided voice cues. I haven't inputted any voice cues at all. And essentially, we just want to see how this works.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Yeah, it's actually really impressive that I actually put it in without me actually prompting it to. You could go further and like customize it as well. But as you can tell, like this is actually working now. So relax pace, just walk and breathe. Great. So what I'm going to do is like, this is the basic idea. What I'm just going to do now is just copy and paste that into Lovable and show you how we can actually build this out good and properly. So I'm going to leave out the reminders here. I actually have a logo as well ready for it to be used. So DailyStride. I'm going to try and see if I can find the logo here anywhere. I have to go to my library. My library's got full of stuff because I basically use this for idea generations. I use it for building like my carousels, my single image posts on Instagram as well, which has helped me like create a lot of attraction in a nice way, which is nice. But what I'm going to do is just try and find it because I definitely had it somewhere in here, but it's probably a while back now. There we go. We have momentum tracker, which is a different idea. That's already been built out. The reason why I have so many of the same is that a lot of the time, like ChatGPT makes mistakes, of course, right? It's not perfect. So a lot of the time I'm trying to get it to do something that, you know, just like make it better, but they save every single one, which is fine by me. I don't really mind. But essentially, Soul Fuel is definitely one of my babies. Like I'm definitely looking to build that a little bit more. But yeah, in time. It's basically a recipe generator, but culturally. Where are you? I'm sure I had you sooner than this. Right, let me scroll up. I'll find it. DailyStride, where are you? You were somewhere. I know you were somewhere. Let's heart reset. You know what? I can't actually. Oh, is that it? Yeah. I was just about to say I can't actually find it. So what I'm going to do is just create a new one altogether. But what I'll do is just save this image here. That's it there. I'm not that fussy. And I'm just going to plant that in here. So the app name is DailyStride. The tagline is smarter walking, bigger results. Help users complete a 30-minute Japanese-style interval walk with visual voice and visual cues. Welcome to DailyStride, 30-minute walk, start your walk button. Very, very simple. I wanted to make sure that this is super simple for people to use so that then they know exactly what to do. There's nothing too complex about it or anything like that at all. It's just very, very incredibly simple stuff. And then they can build like a winner streak with it as well. I want to add this, must be great for mobile users. Modern UI. So for like user experience. I'm just going to plug that in and see what it does. This one's still going in the background, so we're nearly 3 minutes in. Oh, no, we're not. I tell a lie. I thought it was still going. I was tricked. But yeah, that's essentially what we're going to be doing for now, and we'll see what the results are. Sometimes these things can take a lot of time, and therefore, you know, it will take a while. But as you can see, it's like starting to do this really cool thing where it's starting to walk me through like how it's building it, what it's going to look like, a clean modern interface with with green to teal gradient from your logo. So that's cool. Keeping it on brand, you know. But yeah, let's see how it goes. One thing is for sure is that it's not going to be perfect by any stretch. Like we know that this is going to not just work on the first go. That's the beauty of working with AI is that a lot of people give up with AI straight away because they expect it to be absolutely perfect, when in reality it's just better than humans. You know, like it's still not perfect. It's still going to take some practice for them to relearn and redo things and get things right. But they are so much smarter than we are that they will get it right if you trust it enough and work with it enough. And that's the beauty of creating apps. So here we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Nice. I like the design. That's pretty cool. And they have a silent mode as well, which is cool. The 30-minute walking protocol, 10 times more benefits than 10,000 steps. Start your walk now.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Wicked. And it has that. Now, there's one thing that, I mean, obviously, you don't want to necessarily move on from this, but obviously, I'm going to have to wait now until to see if it actually does work from beginning to end. And I don't really have time to wait for 30 minutes. So I'm just wondering if there's like a way that I could just test like skipping this. But I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I can't lie. So Yeah, so I'm going to say, is there a way to test the app but not have to participate in 30 minutes of time? Can I just skip? Can I have a skip feature for now? Or, and sorry, my grammar is terrible, but I just trust AI to kind of trust what it is that I'm saying. Or would it be useful for the users to have that option too? Or not? I'm going to actually, instead of actually typing it in here, and a trick with this is the reason why I use ChatGPT and DailyStride and all that kind of stuff, Claude and all that kind of stuff, is that with Lovable, then you only are able to then create like with credits that you have. Now I pay like a decent amount per month to be able to create apps like freely, but I don't want to use, I use my credits like preciously. And I think by using ChatGPT, for example, I could then like go, okay, well, correct this prompt. I'm using Lovable to build my DailyStride app. It's good, but I have this to say. Plug this in or make sense of it. So I give it the best prompt. And that way I know that whatever it is that it spits out, it gives a much better prompt than I'm giving. So yeah, it's just said, can we add a temporary skip walk feature for testing purposes? Also, from a user experience perspective, would it be helpful to offer this as a permanent option, or for users who want to explore the app or come back to complete the session later? If yes, great. So I'm just going to copy that last bit and then put that in there. I mean, it's nearly at the point now where it's going to move on to the next one anyway, so that's good. But let's see. Let's just wait out 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Pick up the pace now.
The voice is funny. But eventually what I can see myself doing is actually having personalized voices in there. So you could have all kinds of customized voices, AI generated voices, even celebrities like using like voices as well and like doing that. I think a lot of running apps have that. I used to do Couch to 5K and I used to have like Michael Johnson because he was like an idol of mine growing up. So I used to have him in there. But yeah, so I'm just going to put that in there now. Still we're thinking. But yeah, let's see what's going on. I want to see if I can add a temporary skip walk feature.
Let's go. Pick up the pace now.
Oh, I'm just messing around with it now. But yeah, just also from a user perspective, would it be helpful?
Let's go. Pick up the pace now.
I don't know if that's bugging or if that's because I'm editing at the same time. It might be the case that I'm editing at the same time. For example, you can pause, right?
Let's go. So pick up the pace now.
That might be an issue, but that might be because I'm basically designing it alongside the app being open. But there's only one way to test it and find that out, right? So we would have to genuinely test it. I might have my wife do beta testing on this, so just send her out for a walk and say, can you use this please, and see if there's any problems or anything like that. Again, it needs to be primarily for mobile phone users. There's no point having this on your desktop when you're going for a walk. This is definitely most entirely going to be for someone who has a phone, which is most people, right? Well, let's see. It's doing its thinking thing right now. Okay. Giving it time. Now, I won't necessarily show you like every little thing that I'm building, but I will try and build things on a daily or definitely on a weekly basis. It's like my new game, I'm a bit of a games addict to Football Manager. For those in the UK, you most definitely will know what that is. If you're in the US, you may know what it is. But yeah, if you know that someone plays Football Manager all the time, they do genuinely mean it. They play it all the time, which is probably why I got into online business in the first place, because I always had a laptop on my desk. But yeah, I see it as like a little bit of an addiction, and this is something like just replaces that vice for me. I play it a little bit less now, and I kind of just transfer my energy to doing stuff like this, which is building apps, which is kind of fun. Speaking of which, I might make some sort of gamification of this, but I'm liking the simplicity of this as well. So I'm not entirely sure where we'll go from it. But one thing's for sure, like whether it's free or paid, I'm definitely going to send this to my clients for them to use. And then essentially, yeah, like we can do some else. So cool. I haven't even read everything yet here, really, which I probably should do. But I'm just going to see what it does here. So he said start walking.
Relaxed pace.
Skip for
Just
now.
walk and breathe.
Okay, so you've made progress, completing the session, continue walking. So that's kind, but the feature itself, like actually, yeah. And then it kind of, I just wanted to see like where it sends to at the end of the workout. And then you can set a reminder for tomorrow, which is pretty cool. If you were to do that, what would it do? Okay, so I'm just going to have a look at like designing this page and then making sure that it's all good. So set reminder for tomorrow. Is not complete. What is it supposed to do? Sometimes I like to think that I'm acting stupid, because then it will give me very, very simple answers for me to understand. What is it supposed to do? You're right. Set the reminder for tomorrow feature is just a placeholder. Let me implement a proper notification system that requests notification permission from the browser, schedules a daily reminder at the same time they completed the walk, stores preferences in local storage, and handles unsupported browsers gracefully. So basically, it will just basically set up so that you could actually set reminders now, which is encouraging. And then if I was to go back to home, you could start the walk again.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Great. So I liked all of this so far, and I do need to test actually doing it. But like I said, I've actually already done my walk for the day. I might do it again later today, but we have a little one at home, so one of us has to do it. And I probably will get my other half to do it first, just to test drive it. So if I was to do skip now, I don't quite like what I see here, just from a design point of view. So what I can do here is do a screenshot and then say, I don't like this. Maybe a little bit more context, but it'll be, the content looks bad in design here. I can't see the text, nor can I see the I think it's too transparent and dark at the same time. Does that even make sense? But yeah, that's what I'm going to put there. Meanwhile, it's already done the other thing. I don't even know how many credits I've got left. I think I've got a few more credits before the 9th. So today's like the 5th of August, and I'm definitely going to make quota for that. So that's
relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Okay, continue walking. So I'm going to skip for now, just to see how the other thing
is
working.
Just walk and breathe.
Great. So that's done. Set to reminder. Same for that, actually. Funny enough. So whenever there is a wall on top of the app, change that design to make it super clear and readable. Because eventually what we're going to do is have a paywall on here for like, I think I will charge it, but like it will not be any money that is serious at all. I just think like something like this could be very, very useful for a lot of people. And just as a favor, like if you wanted to donate like I don't know, $1 or something, or £1, like great, and then they can continue using it on a regular basis. It's a nice way to start the day. I definitely would use this like first thing in the morning, getting up and then walking to school, like sometimes with my little one, or even post workout. There's many different ways that you can do these 30-minute workouts, 30-minute walks, and you could do them multiple times a day as well if you wanted to. But yeah, I like the feeling that you could just pick this up and just go with it. But to have lifetime access to it, for example, like you wouldn't have to pay monthly, but it would just be like a lifetime access. Then essentially, yeah, you could do something like this. Choose when you'd like to receive the daily reminder, and it says the time, which is pretty cool. Remind me now daily. Okay, so it says it's fixed that. Let's have a look, see. So start walk.
Relaxed
I'm
pace.
getting sick.
Just walk and breathe.
Yeah. So it's still not done it. It's still design wrong. So you know what I'm going to do is do the same prompt and put it in ChatGPT and copy the prompt that I had before, so that it could make the prompt better. Make this prompt better. Basically, I want it to read better as an app wall, or pop-up. Think modern apps design, super conversions and clarity. Like, I say conversions not in the sense of like financial conversions yet, but I mean it in the sense of like just people to go, oh, I need to do that. It's super obvious, so therefore I'm going to do that. Do you know what I mean? It just leaves no confusion whatsoever, and that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm just letting ChatGPT do its thing, and then yeah, continue walking. Skip for now. Set a reminder for tomorrow. It's the same thing here as well, to be fair. Well, yeah, not much longer now until like I call this a day. This feels like a distant memory now, which is crazy. We can close this now, to be honest. We don't actually use that anymore. But I just use it to like help build what the initial app might look like. Yeah. Now I'm going to copy and paste that again. Same, and do the same thing for every other pop-up we make on this app, and see what it does. It'll do something. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this video, by the way. Like, this is something that is the very first time I'm doing like just a video like this and Loom. I tend to use Loom for like my check-ins with my clients and just like explanations of things. But to be honest, because I'm new to YouTube properly and doing it properly this time, I'm just like freeballing. I like Sam Sulek, who's like done a lot of long form content, just raw. I know it's probably way more interesting to me, and he's absolutely jacked to the nines. But I'm just documenting as I go along, and then maybe refine later. But I will definitely edit this somehow, but I have no idea how it's going to like pan out. So we'll see. Maybe by the end of this video, like you'll see super shortcuts to me, or super shortcuts to like a lot of other things. But we've got a ton of content here anyway, so that's cool. It's kind of like streaming, isn't it? But it's not streaming because I'm not live. I don't actually watch streaming stuff. I just know that a lot of people get rich from it or something. or play games, one of the two, or both. Okay, it's giving me a lot of spiel. I never really read it. I just kind of trust it that it's doing its thing, and I'll just judge by what I see. So, yeah, it's still not better. It's still like not quite what we want. Do you know what I mean? Like we want it to be better than that. So let me have a look. See, start walk.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Okay. So yeah, the pop-up are still giving see-through. Can they not? They not be see-through. Do you know what I mean? Like that's all I want. I just don't want it to be see-through. I just don't like the look of it because you can't quite read it, and it's obvious that you can't quite read it. Do you know? One thing's funny is that you will get annoyed with AI, right? Because you just think sometimes you want them to just have a little bit of common sense, but then also you have to give them grace because I would never been able to do something like this ever without AI. So I am grateful for them, but also I pray that eventually we evolve to like having a little bit of common sense to things. Like obviously this is not it. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously, but it's not that obvious. So we'll see. Continue walking. Let's see if it's done it now. Let's refresh just in case. It's going to say start walking.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
No, it's still not done it. Okay, so I might come back to this at some point. It might look actually different on my phone, and I don't really have a testing process for that, but I'm going to call it there for now. Maybe just do like this as part 1 and then part 2. So yeah, I'm going to call it there for now. But yeah, thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in on the next one. I realized on the first one as well that it blocked off my face, which just had a big old J on it. So that's unfortunate, but we move. We're working on these things. So essentially, building out DailyStride, and we're trying to put everything together. The one issue that I have, and that's a bit of a problem, is that this is not being transparent. And it was starting to annoy me a little bit, but at the same time, I had a bit of a 5-minute break, had a chat to myself, and we're just back at it for round 2, and I'm going to fix it. Because to be honest, it takes you less than an hour to create an app. It's crazy. Okay, so this is still happening. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste this and say into ChatGPT. It's kind of like grassing to your mom, isn't it? It's like, Mom, they didn't do what I said it wanted to do. But I'm just going to say, this was the result. It's not good enough. And then see what it says. I want it to agree with me. Give me that. It says, got it. I can see why that result didn't meet expectations. Let's give Lovable a much sharper, much more direct. It's too dark and not readable. Transport. Yeah. Give me that, baby. And then what I'll do. See, this is the thing. I actually need to post some content on my Instagram as well today. I haven't done that. I posted on my stories, which is very rare for me. I'm getting better at that now. But I'm trying to do YouTube, LinkedIn. If you don't follow me on them, please do. Connect with me as well. YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, the 9 yards. So just trying to be there for everything. So I think it's done it. Cool. So yes, it's giving me app ideas as well, like Duolingo. I love Duolingo. I'm currently learning Spanish. So not very well there. My wife laughs at me. Okay, so the pop-ups. I don't want to say current pop-up. I want to say pop-ups. I'm going to close it so it gets what I'm saying, and then just do its thing. How many credits have I got left? I hate it. Sometimes it gives like a credit countdown. I've got 80 credits between now and like 4 days' time. So I reckon I'm going to do it, but we'll see. Sometimes I go on a rampage and like go, it's not right, it's not right, it's not right. Most of the time I'm using credits because something's broken, which happens. And you spend so much more time trying to fix it. So it's going to do its thing now. Let me redesign the skip modal with wellness app inspired styling. Whilst we're at this, I'm actually going to start weirdly like editing my video that we already made, because I've already made one Loom video. I'm just going to make another bigger face, smaller face. I feel like my son might be wanting to come in and say hello. Is he there? I don't know. I think he's gone now. Yeah, this one's taking long still. I'm just going to pause it because it's too long. It's so close. We're close. So this design is a little bit better. Like I said on the previous video, is that AI does know what it's doing. It's just that they just don't quite get there straight away sometimes. So It is much better.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
And this is much better, but it's still not like the fact that you have to highlight over it to see it sometimes is not ideal. So yeah, I just wanted to correct it just a little bit more. And what I'm going to do is do a highlight over it. Do that. Okay, this is what we have now, and then I'm going to speak into it. This is much better, but it's still not quite there. Like for example, I'm having to highlight over the text to actually read it, and it's still quite like not quite to where it is that we need. So can we improve upon it? And that's just for like all the pop-ups, not just to skip your walk, for example. See what it says. We're not far though, so I'm sure like just a few more prompts and it'll get it right. I wish I knew what prompt it was going to make. And I think that's one thing actually, is like being a prompt engineer, that's where I feel like the coders should be. I'm just getting better at prompt engineering by just practicing anyway, but there'll be like degrees on how to actually speak properly to AI, to actually speak the AI's language so that it's like spot on, right? And yeah, that's something that, us newbies probably won't have, but in time, I know I will get better naturally. And then eventually, I don't think we'll need prompts. I think there'll be an AI where prompts won't even be a thing, which is scary. That we'll be able to think what it is that we're thinking and then be able to do it. Anyway, don't want to go down the rabbit hole today, not on this video. Okay, cool. And I didn't read it all, just putting it in. Where do I see this going? Like, I genuinely think sometimes you might stumble across like £1 million opportunity or like a real breakthrough. I have no idea. I genuinely haven't done that much research on these sort of apps to say that maybe DailyStride exists. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's a rookie idea, but essentially I do think there's some space for this. And if I need to change the name, change the logo, fine. If I need to change anything, but there'll be a space where this exists and people will want to use it. I know for a fact that I want to use it. I know for a fact that someone else wants to use it. It's just a case, will it be something that a lot of people want to use, If that's the case, great. I'm a millionaire, fantastic, done. Not really. But the aim is just to see if I can test something that works. And that would actually help people. I think that's ultimately the aim, is actually to help people, not just doing it just for myself. I believe in walking. Like, I love to go for walks. I used to love getting 10K steps in, and most of the times I will. But some days I won't. And this is a great alternative. I won't stop at DailyStride. I'll definitely create other things. There's things that I definitely want to create more specifically for the Black industry and Black community, because culturally we have so many things that aren't really catered to us as a society that I feel like we have now the opportunity to benefit from. I freeballed an idea of like creating like a black hair app, for example, for women, or for those with braids, for example, or something like that, with long black hair or all kinds of different black hair. I just shared it like as a free thing and they loved it. I think stuff like that, we don't even think was possible for us, is possible. So I think, there's definitely something there to be done. And I am building a wellness bank. I've already done a fibroids thing. I've already done something on heart failure and heart disease. As you can tell, it's more like health and wellness focused, right? That's always been my bag. It's what I'm here for, really. It's showing like scary error things that if it was just me, I'd be like, escape, run, stop, start again. But I'm just letting it just power on and do its thing. I trust that it's going to work. I actually believe it's going to work. It just has to work. It's still showing, it's saying it's done, but it's showing that scary image. So I don't know, like, there we go. It's saying try to fix. Sometimes this happens, which is normally the last thing that I want, which is like saying an error, build unsuccessful, but then you just press try to fix and then it will do it. But the problem is that it will still use more credits. I don't know if you remember, but when I started this video, it started at like 81 or something. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Hello? Whatever you're having, dear? What is it that you're having? What is it that you're having? Kate? Can you hear me? So, that was my wife. She was calling me for dinner, so I'm going to have to go soon. But essentially, what we have now is potentially something useful. Just going to let it do its thing, fix it. Has it fixed it? Let me just refresh the screen. Okay, refresh the screen. It's looking good.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
It still hasn't done the thing. Oh dear. So continue walking. Skip for now. That's all fine. But it still hasn't done it. I'm just going to put still not fixed. Could you delete it and completely redesign it so that it can be easier to read? I'm just putting that so that it can be done. See what it says. She was getting mad at me because she couldn't hear me what I'm saying, but she knew that I was doing a YouTube video. But at the same time, don't want to take her not into consideration. Might cut this, might not. We'll see. Only you will find out. I will know, and you will find out. You found out by now. Rambling. Fatigued, I would say. It's just like this one last thing that I want to fix, and then essentially it's done. I just need to publish it and then kind of release it. I could like put a paywall on it and say it's like ready for £1, but ideally I want to test it first before I'm happy to do that. So I just want this one thing to be fixed, and then it's good to go, which is really unfortunate because it's probably wasted another half an hour, I'd say. Not half an hour, that's wrong. Like 20 minutes. I reckon it'll be done properly soon. But I actually really enjoy the album. Like, that's a really ambient music. That's interesting. Let me have a look, see.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Does it do any music? It doesn't. Interesting. Okay, so that's something that I definitely need to add. I'll just put that in my notes, like ambient music enabled. There is no music. When we pause it, it should pause the voice. And that's a nice little cool thing as well. Skip for now. Change the transparency. Oh, we're so close. Everything else is there. Just that is not transparent. So what I'm just going to do, hop into that, make this blue from the jump. Yes, I said from the jump, and it will get what I mean. It will. Confident of that. Because you shouldn't have to highlight it to then go blue from the jump.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Like when yeah, there you go, it's done it. So I'm going to come out of this for now. Skip for now. Cool. Go back to home. Okay.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
When you pause, can you pause the voice or music, for example, as well? So like when you pause, you should be able to like not have them speaking over it. Like, I don't know if that's a way more technical thing. Great idea. When you pause the walk, everything should pause. Again, common sense. Including voice cues and ambient
relaxed
music.
pace. Just walk and breathe.
Because otherwise then you've got this unopened app. Sometimes you could leave it open and be anywhere and it just be like, keep talking to you. And that's the last thing people want, you know? Skip for now. Go to here. Same thing. Great. It's always nice when you get over that little hurdle, right? I've still got 71 credits left. I'm going to call it a day soon. If I need to come back to this in like 4 days' time when I know that I've got a bit more space and I don't need to pay like an extra $100, then I'm going to do that. It says it's done. Let's have a look. Yeah, it did do that. It paused. There's no music. There's no music in ambient music mode. I think we're nearly done. Or DailyStride version 1 is nearly complete. I'll get this uploaded later today and then go to the gym later tonight. I wonder if I need to put like an API or something and there's going to be like, I don't know, like Spotify key or like music key that I can use without copyright. I don't think Spotify would work, actually. That'd be awful because people would have to have a Spotify account to benefit from that. What I will need is, well, I'll just wait for it to tell me. It says the ambient sound generator instance and connected to the music controls. Sometimes it might just have it in the background. It might have music. Does AI have AI generated music? I had no idea. No idea. It's crazy what it can do. This has been here for 4 years, guys. I think it's that. 4 years. When it first came out, I saw Alex Hormozy's video about like adapt or die, and I was like hooked on it. I was hooked on Hormozy at the time. Yeah, this is silly. This is crazy what's happening now. And not only since then, but like a lot has gone on since then. Only I feel like now in 2025, people are starting to really take notice. Even like generations of above us are starting to take notice as well, right? So yeah, it's definitely noticeable now. Okay, so it's saying that it's done quite a bit of things here. I don't think I had to put in anything.
Relaxed pace. Just walk and breathe.
Pretty good. That's pretty sick. Okay, so basically, I mean, it didn't sound great. But we have something, right? I can fix it later, but I think we have something. I think we have something, which is great. I ask that always at the end, just simply because, again, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that, like, if you wanted it to be an app, you may need a login, you may need to create an account, all that kind of stuff. And then what I will do is, like, this is version 1. Version 2 will have it being beta tested and then ready to, like, roll out to everyone. But yeah, this is like just kind of walking through everything. Yes, DailyStride is absolutely ready to go as a functional walking app. Here's what we have. I know any minute now I'm going to be called downstairs, and I just need to finish this last piece off. It's like classic, right? This is a complete valuable health app that delivers exactly. No, I'm happy for now. Features, potentially. I think so. Like a Duolingo, like habit streak, advanced analytics, walking history. Yeah, these are all things to come. But right now, for beta testing, we have something ready. And I'm going to publish it now. And then we'll do it. So thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll let you know what the updates are with this. I'll be looking to continue on building this before I build on anything else. I work one-to-one with my clients in the Black Body Coach, which is the Black Body Method. I create their own personalized apps with things like this, but more personalized training programs, fitness programs, health programs for them specifically within the Black community. So if you are interested, all you have to do is DM or reply to this, the word method, or if you follow me on Instagram, then you can DM me there as well, and then we can take it on from there. But yeah, if you also like just watching me build cool stuff, and also just talk about other topics within the Black community with regards to health, body, and performance, then hit me up and I'll send, hit subscribe, and then essentially you'll be able to have key access to that. All right, hit the bell if you like it, and give this video a like too. Cheers.